Alright, getting back from the video, South North Fan Job, having 2024 move forward, South North Fan Job. So we have Kel Mitchell on his ex-wife cheating and getting pregnant by multiple men at South North Fan Job. Now, Kel Mitchell is from Kenan and Kel. If you don't know, Kenan and Kel is from Nickelodeon.
Kel Mitchell from the sitcom Kenan and Kel in the movie Good Burger recently did an interview where he talked about how he had to maintain his professionalism while dealing with the fact that his wife was being impregnated by multiple men. Kel said he stayed in the marriage because he did not want to break his family up. His ex-wife has since came out and denied these allegations.
Being a nice guy, submissive husband isn't enough for married women 2024 move forward. This is how married women are in 2024 move forward. They can do more harm too than love you in 2024 move forward on the internet. OnlyFans and married society. She has multiple sex the entire marriage, and he still kept coming back. She talks about how he had no sex in the entire marriage, that she was having sex the entire time in the marriage. She was acting like a narcissist, cheating, mostly acting single, playing victim the entire time in the relationship. This is why I talk about, man, you have to think about the consequences before you decide to make the decision to be a nice guy, submissive husband on the internet. OnlyFans and married society. Married women are very smart and use their beauty, bodies, and looks to manipulate the more nice guy, more depressed and desperate sex, nice guy, submissive husband. And he kept coming back, and that lets married women know on the internet. OnlyFans and married society. These IG models, OnlyFans models, and married women know that they have the nice guy, submissive husband, trapped, depressed, and desperate for sex on the internet. OnlyFans and married society, living in their feminine energy for her life and emotions. Married women just use and abuse the nice guy, submissive husband. Kel Mitchell was simping being a nice guy, submissive husband, knowing that she was using and abusing him, acting like a narcissist, cheating, emotionally acting single in the relationship. And he still kept coming back in a relationship to maintain the relationship, to make married women feel happy, stronger, smarter, and better. This is how married women are in 2024 and move forward, living in feminine energy for her life and emotions. That's why married women use and abuse the more depressed and desperate sex, nice guy, submissive husband. He knew that she was using and abusing him. He knew that she was acting like a narcissist, cheating, emotionally acting single in a relationship. And he still kept coming back in a relationship to make married women feel happy, stronger, smarter, and better. Feminine energies, emotional needs, emotional happiness. In order to feel happy, stronger, smarter, and better, married women will create drama in the relationship and use and abuse the more depressed and desperate sex, nice guy, submissive husband, and have complete control over the nice guy, submissive husband for emotion, support, and income. These IG models, OnlyFans models, and married women manipulate the nice guy, submissive husband to believe whatever they want and says and does. Where the nice guy, submissive husband believe all the married women lies and excuses. Married women need a nice guy, submissive husband that will constantly simp and be a nice guy, submissive husband for married women life and emotions. She had sex with multiple men in her marriages. She cheated multiple times in their marriages. She had multiple men in their marriages and cheated on him multiple times in the marriages. And Kel Mitchell still came back and still kept coming back in a relationship. Being a nice guy, submissive husband isn't enough for married women 2024 move forward. This is why as an alpha male, you have to keep on furthering your career. You have to keep putting yourself first as an alpha male. You have to further your career. You have to keep on leveling up. Well, this can happen when you get to the next level. When you're leveling up, you can risk all your millions. You're risking all your millions and everything that you have just to be a nice guy, submissive husband for married women life and emotions. Married women use a nice guy, submissive husband and have complete control over the nice guy, submissive husband. Just a level up for married women. It's easy for married women to manipulate the nice guy, submissive husband. The nice guy, submissive husband will believe all married women lies and excuses. Married women are just using the nice guy, submissive husband for emotion, support, and income. Just a level up for married women. As alpha males, their fans, a job, gang.
She ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. You are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it was. This is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is right at the beginning. And so within that process,
She probably should have kept that to herself.
well, I'm glad she didn't. And so within that process, with that being known, it was just like, yo, with even in being, the pregnancy, she almost died within the pregnancy. So that was a hard time too.
Right.
It was a lot. It was other times she had gotten pregnant, other things, and it just got to a point.
She had gotten pregnant again?
Yeah.
While y'all were together?
Yeah.
And it wasn't you?
Nah, with me.
Ah, come on,
No,
Kel.
It wasn't me. It wasn't.
And you stuck around?
Yeah, I stuck around. But here's the thing. These were things that were being revealed.
She telling you this?
No.
How did you find this out? I want to know how you found this out. You read a letter. You got to it through the phone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So how that one went? There was a thing where we weren't having sex anymore. and we weren't doing anything anymore. Just because
you weren't having sex. Clearly, she was.
Yeah, it just because of I knew what was going on.
Right.
And I was like, yo, what is even happening? You're not coming home. You're not doing all these different things.
And y'all mad she not coming home? Y'all mad?
Yeah. But then this was, back then.
Yeah.
We praying for her now. It's all good.
Yeah.
But this is what the process of what I was going through.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And so now as this is going on, there was a time, get some more soda.
Now I need something stronger than soda. You telling me that right here?
Go ahead, brother.
I mean, you had one, you ordered that, but that wasn't yours. She told you didn't know you had one of your own, and she.
Yeah, well, yeah. There was a situation where there was a guy, and I had a feeling, you know what I mean, that she was.
Did you know him?
Talking to somebody. It was one of her friends that used to come over, right? And I was working a lot, you know what I mean? So it was one of those situations. And so I was dropping off the kids, and didn't go to work, and how I go. And so one day I decided where I was like, I'm gonna take the car and just kind of like go searching where she might be, because she don't be in come home. And so I got in the whip, went driving around, saw her whip. Looked different, and I saw it, and I said at the hotel, I was like, yo, okay, this is a car at the hotel. I go to the lobby, you know what I mean, to go walk into the lobby. Turns out dude just come walking down the lobby about to go to the car, my car, and then she was driving, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? Take me upstairs. Let's go to the elevator, let's go together. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? We go up, we don't need to fight, let's go. Yeah. Because I already know what it is. Right. So we go up. Of course, she's surprised. Oh, within the room. And, we walk in. I walk in there, and I'm just like, hey, okay, so this is what's going on. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? All right, and this is what you're doing? Okay, so, and I walk out, because I'm like, I'm not about to fight over someone that... she already made a decision. Yeah, you made your decision. We done been through it. Did she, come out and let me explain? Yeah. What did that explain? Offer without explanation. Explain. I'll go to the car. After I went to the car, then there was this, I was like, yo, I need to go back. And I went back because now I was like, well, I felt disrespected, so now I need to go do something. I went back, so then I'm going back up there. Cops came, everybody came up at that point. And I remember this cop told me, he said, hey, yo, I seen this type of woman, this situation. You need to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? You need to get out of this situation. Like a goofy still stayed around. You know what I mean? We said we was trying to make it work for the kids. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work for the kids. But it just wasn't working out. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work. And she ended up getting pregnant by another guy. Now, how that situation happened was that I was at the hospital. She had a sickle cell trait. So she ended up, I'm thinking it's that. We go in there, and the doctor comes in and says, yeah, so you lost the baby. And I was just like, hey, yo, what? You lost the baby? And I'm like, oh, I know that's not mine. And so I lost the baby, and and I'm like, okay, so she was pregnant at that time. And this was just like, what was going on? You know what I mean? Within the relationship. That was rough. But then it's also doing movies, doing TV shows, doing all these things as this is going on, not really telling anybody anything. Right. I wasn't telling my parents, telling my family what was going on. Right. So now all these situations are happening, and I get to the point where I'm at 2004. I get a phone call, and she's this guy that she wants to be with, and I was just like, okay, yeah, y'all need to be together. You know what I mean? Like, let's do this. And I just felt like at that point it needs to be a reset button. Just because I looked at my parents and how beautiful their relationship was, and how this relationship was not being that at all, and how what I thought marriage would be wasn't that at all. And then even just the navigation of this industry as well, and what was going on. And I just wanted to hit an off button at that point, and I felt like that was the answer. Right. At the Sutton Hotel in Canada, on the other side of a balcony, I tell people, I heard something tell me, hey, yo, Kel, get into a room, lock the door, and get off this balcony. I know that was God now. But at that time, I said it was a person, but I know it was God that told me to do that. She ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. You are immediately...
All right, gang. Alright, gang, so back from that video. It's off most different job. Make sure that like and subscribe button, gang. Alright, so we have Kel Mitchell was done completely wrong by his ex-wife. If y'all know for a lot of y'all who don't know who Kel Mitchell is, Kel Mitchell is from the movie Good Burger and from the show Kenan and Kel on Nickelodeon. Used to come on Nickelodeon. Alright, gang, that's all from else different job, gang.
Kel Mitchell from the sitcom Kenan and Kel in the movie Good Burger recently did an interview where he talked about how he had to maintain his professionalism while dealing with the fact that his wife was being impregnated by multiple men. Kel said he stayed in the marriage because he did not want to break his family up. His ex-wife has since came out and denied these allegations. Kel Mitchell from the sitcom Kenan and Kel in the movie Good Burger recently did an interview where he talked about how he had to maintain his professionalism while dealing with the fact that his wife was being impregnated by multiple men. Kel said he stayed in the marriage because he did not want to break his family up. His ex-wife has since came out and denied these allegations. Kel Mitchell from the sitcom.
Now we are going to talk about how his wife did deny all the allegations and everything that Kel Mitchell said about her, that she was cheating on him multiple times throughout the marriages. She got pregnant with him multiple times throughout the marriages. So we're going to dive into that video. Make sure to like and subscribe button, gang.
So from the sitcom Kenan and Kel and
Before you got married, you asked him if he was gay?
I did.
What made you think he was gay?
Bisexual, he likes men.
What made you ask him that?
Well, because so Kel used to like me to put on my cheerleading outfit for him and do cheers and stuff. And so one time I came in and Nick Cannon was in my cheerleading outfit on the bed with Kel.
Hold on.
Kel had cheated on me with a prostitute. At this time, we weren't having sex, but he told me he wasn't gonna have sex with anybody else. Anyway, so he tells me he cheats on me with this prostitute, comes back to LA, and I had already moved my stuff out. This was before we got married, so I moved my stuff out too. My dad was like, if you continue to go out with him, you can't come back home. So this is before I turned 18.
Before you got married, you asked him